Perfect. Well, welcome, everyone. I am so happy to be here and have an opportunity to share with you. Maybe give me a wave if you can hear me loud and clear and everything's good. Right on. Thanks, everyone. It's like Coach's Corner, everyone waving. And and Leanne is doing a great job catching people coming in. So awesome. So we are good to go. And so we're going to spend maybe 35 minutes or so, and we're just going to share a little bit about PartnerCo, what we're about, why we're excited about our company, and so we're going to share a little bit about some products. We're going to share a little bit about the company, a little bit about the quality of products, a couple testimonials, and then we'll share a little bit if you're interested, a little bit how you can maybe get your products paid for, or maybe if make a couple bucks. So that's kind of what you're going to be in for tonight, and it is recorded. So if you want to get a copy later to review, then please feel free to ask the person who invited you. So we are going to talk about three main pillars: our wellness. We want to be your wellness partner, and we want to be your business partner, and we want to be your lifestyle partner. So I don't know about you, but when I was busy with business and busy with a supervisor and working and not making $1 million but making good money, I wasn't worried about my next meal, that's for sure. I didn't have a lot of wellness because I worked so much, right? And then I had no lifestyle. As soon as I became a supervisor, traveling ended. I didn't even my volunteering that I love to do, which filled my cup. I've used to volunteer for a horse equestrian society in Campbell Valley Park. I used to be a big brother. I actually had three little brothers at the same time. When we go to the gym, I almost had enough for a hockey. I almost had enough for a whole shift. I needed one more little, and I could have had a whole shift on playing hockey, right? But once I became a supervisor, the lifestyle part disappeared, right? And even to the point where you affect your marriage because you're sleeping in the day and she's out doing stuff, riding horses and stuff like that. So this is why we cover all three things. They're all important. If you have good in one but not the others, it's no fun. So our company, we have a 360-degree approach to how we look at things and how we accomplish those three pillars, right? And as you can well imagine, just tackling a problem from only one direction often doesn't solve the problem. So looking at it from a 360-degree approach really helps us live a happier, healthier life. So a little bit about our company. We're a global business. If you've never heard of us before, again, PartnerCo, we're a global business. We're in 50 plus countries around the world. You can see some of the countries there on the right-hand side. Pretty fun. We're adding more as we go, but pretty exciting, right? And you can, we have customers everywhere. Some of us on the call have people not just in Canada, not just in our backyard, but we have customers and business partners in other countries around the globe. That's pretty cool if you ask me. So again, we have quite a few products. I like Sloan used to say, we're going to talk about every one today, but no, we're not going to talk about all the products. We're going to just highlight maybe one, maybe two, and I have a couple testimonials that might touch on one or two. But just to give you an overview, we do cover a lot of things. So you can read the list there: balancing hormones, weight management. Okay, we can improve your gut health, which is so important. A lot of people sleep, so we cover all this stuff, even for athletics, even for performers. We have Olympians, ex-Olympians. We have I know there's football players, rugby players, all sorts of people that use our products and stuff, and they're really, really, really good. We'll show you a little bit more about that later, why those people trust. And again, from a customer point of view, you don't have to. We got all the main things you're looking for. We have them in our business here. We have them here, so you can have your own store if you choose to. We'll talk about that later. You can buy from here instead of going all around. I remember my mom when we were younger, we'd go to Safeway here, and then we get coupons. We go to another store here, IGA, and then we go to another store, and so we'd go to all these different stores to get stuff. But here you can get all the main things you need at one place. And also, what's kind of like about this is if you decide to make it a little bit of a business for yourself, it's also cool because we are in all these industries. So imagine if you just wanted to be in the weight management industry. It's a $142 billion industry. You could do pretty good just with those kind of products, or skincare or functional food. So I like that part from a business point of view, as well as a customer point of view. Now, this part really gets me kind of excited. I'll try not to get all geeked out or anything, but the quality is really amazing here because of Dr. Strand, and because of people like Brett West, and people like Fernando Swartz, and of course our favorite Barbara Cox Lovesey, and she's Canadian, by the way. She's Canadian. She sounds English, but she's Canadian. She lives in Europe. But Dr. Strand, his wife was actually sick, back in the mid '90s, and with what eventually was fibromyalgia, and they couldn't figure it out. Like, he's a traditionally trained doctor, and they could not figure out what. Hey, Brenda, I see Brenda. Uh, they couldn't figure it out, right? So what ended up happening was, much like some of you, maybe a neighbor, maybe someone shared something with you, and that's why you're on this call today. Guess what? Someone shared with Dr. Strand's wife, Elizabeth, some vitamins, some supplements, and she tried them. She got permission and she tried them, and within a few days she started to feel a little bit better. So that basically changed Dr. Strand's whole thought process, and he dove in and started doing research and studying, and since then he's written like many books, and now he's to the stage where he is our chief medical officer. He's still a practicing physician, and but he totally believes now in this industry, and helping people with supplements and everything like that. Well, where's my thing's not making me go forward here? Here we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, so he's a big believer now, and he's so valuable to us. I've met him a couple times now, so he's an amazing person. So another reason why we're different than a lot of places is because of our certifications. I won't talk about all of them, but there's a couple that I like. One is a GMP. I'm familiar with the GMP one because I worked at a bakery, and it's good manufacturing practices. And so that's something that's important. And the other one is the FDA registered facility. Okay, so I want to make sure that's clear to you. The products are not FDA approved because the FDA doesn't approve supplements, but the FDA can approve a facility, right? So our facility is approved because of the strict procedures, whether it's regarding cleanliness, whether it's regarding the amounts that go into the product. And I just decide I don't want to throw my bakery under the bus, but each dough of raisin bread, as a supervisor, I could tell from the scaler putting the amounts of the minor ingredients. I can tell you right now, every dough was probably 20, 15, 20, 10 kilograms different in overall weight when it went into the mixer, right? So supplements and things like that, they're not regulated in terms of that kind of quality, right? So having an FDA registered facility shows that we are precise with our ingredients. Every bottle is going to be exactly the same ingredients, everything. So that's to me, that touches home, because I could see where lots of facilities aren't that way. So anyways, and then the cologne list is really good for the athletes and stuff like that. So tons of studies as well, and so lots of tested, proven. It's all been tested. So we're going to talk a little bit about one of our products, and then I'm going to have a couple testimonials pop on and share a little bit as well. They can talk about the drops, or they can talk about another product. It's up to them. But these drops are pretty amazing. So a lot of they're we're coming up to the new year as well. So people want to be balanced. People want to feel like themselves again. And as we get older, sometimes, or if we've had issues with some medication or accidents, or maybe it's just a mom or a woman who's become a mom, right? And having, I think that kind of stuff kind of throws your hormones a little bit off sideways, right? So I can't speak from experience, of course, but there's lots of reasons why we get out of balance, right? And it could be even shift work and crazy, smoking, all sorts of things, right? Lifestyle can throw us out. So this is why these drops are so important, to help us put us back into balance. And the wicked fun thing about putting yourself back into balance is one thing that's very popular for a lot of people, is you can also shed some weight if you need to. So that's pretty amazing. So you can see some of the benefits there: increased energy. Maybe throw a one in the chat if you see any of these. Appetite control, that was me. Appetite control, that was, my eyes were bigger than my stomach, and I had a hollow leg. I was always trying to fill it. My mom said I had a hollow leg, so I was just nonstop trying to fill that leg. Immune or hormone support, thyroid. So if you have one of those, increased metabolism, if you want to have one of those, benefits, put a one in the chat, right? So because it's you're not alone, that's for sure. So one of the cool things that goes along with these drops is a cool shake system that we have, and that's where I started with the Pure Nourish shake. I just changed what I ate. Instead of eating raisin bread all the time, or a chocolate bar, or what else did I have? Sometimes I'd go to A&W if I was in the afternoon a little bit hungry. So instead of doing that, I started using that Pure Nourish shake, the big bag there on the left-hand side. That's what I did for the first month. I was a bit cheap. I didn't believe the drops were going to work. I was like, there's a guy that you'll meet later called Reese, and he called them snake oil and all that. I didn't quite go that far, but I just didn't think they were going to work. But I love the shake idea. So I put your hand up. Here's how I used to eat shakes: milk, ice cream, and blueberries. That was my milkshake back in the day. So I like shakes. So it was a serious upgrade when I started using this Pure Nourish. So what I noticed was I dropped 15 pounds just changing that one shake, instead of having an A&W, instead of having a chocolate bar. And then that's when I realized, oh, maybe I should do the drops too. It's pretty special. So if you decide to do this, what you're going to notice is that you're going to lose some weight. It's going to be twice as much when you're using the drops, as as long as you're still eating. We're going to teach you how to eat properly. We were going to encourage you to do a little bit of exercise, a little bit of walking, walk the dog, and get out and do some stuff. So if you do that and then you add the drops, on average, people will lose weight twice as fast. Okay, so no guarantees, but it's been clinically proven. So an average there, you can see, is 2/3 of a pound for a guy, and a half a pound for a day. And that's just an average. Some people lose a bit more, some people lose a bit less, right? So it's just an average. So we help you as well. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to introduce Pam. So my friend Pam. So Pam decided to do this back, you can see, in April 23. And I think if we can unmute, Pam, if you can unmute and share your story. If I can see you, I will help you unmute if you need help. Oh, there you are.
I'm unmuted. Yeah. So here's the thing. I didn't think I had a problem. But I started feeling really subconscious. And as you can see, I've got a microphone in my hand. So I entertain a lot through the valley. And I've got pictures of, I don't know if you can see up on my wall, like way up there, what I used to look like back in the day with the mic. I don't know if you can see that or not, up on the wall, yay, with the microphone in my hand. And of course, I'm getting older and years progressed. And then I met an amazing guy, and then we got comfortable, and we're having chocolate and we're having wine. And we're happy, but we're going out, and I'm starting to feel a little subconscious because my pants are getting tight, and I'm going through my closet, and I've tossed out like 50 things like this, and I can't find anything to wear. I stepped on the scale, and then I'm just starting to feel not good. And Leanne actually introduced the drops to me. So kudos to Leanne. And I was like, no, you know what? I don't have a problem. And then I thought, okay, well, whatever, I'll try it. And then I challenged George to try it with me as well. And in our bathroom on the mirror, I started with the date and I put what we weighed. And then he started with a date and he put what he weighed. So he lost, I think he lost about 50 pounds. I lost 28 to 30 pounds. And looking at the scale, I didn't really notice a difference. And my sister in Winnipeg is on the drops as well. So, like she and like I had a whole bunch of clothes that I was going to send out to the Salvation Army or a thrift store because nothing was fitting anymore. And I had a laugh with my sister a couple of weeks ago because she said, I'm going to try these pants on one more time. And you can see by the belt that I still wear, and now it's on the last hole now. Before it was on the last hole, but on the opposite end. And so it wasn't actually until this day on April the 2nd in 2023, because I helped host an 80th birthday party. And then I was looking at all of the pictures and I was like, oh, oh, holy, like, I'm like, is that me? And then I thought, this is not good. But then I started the drops. And then about, I don't know what, April, May, June, July, about 3 months later, I went out to a venue at the Legion in Peachland. And all of these people were coming up to me and they were going, "What have you done?" And I went, What do you mean, what have I done? I'm coming out to sing because it was a Peachland jam. And they said, "No, like you've dropped a ton of weight. What did you do?" And it was that aha moment of me. It was that aha moment of me looking at that picture on April the 2nd when I lifted my hand. And even that day, I felt uncomfortable, but I'm hosting it. And I'm like, man, I need to find something to wear. And still to this day, I look at the picture now, and Russell, thank you for doing the before and after, because it's like unbelievable that I feel well. I'm got more energy. I sleep better. I've also taken the Restorex, and I found the Elite is another product that is amazing. So if you have a foggy brain at all and you're forgetting things, if you want clarity, the Elite is something that I find highly recommended. So when I go out and I sang, I was recalling songs from years ago, just pulling them out of a hat that I hadn't sang forever. And I'm like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to remember the words. And they just came to me like that. And all I can say is it was the Elite that did it, the body balancing drops. And I am so eternally grateful to Leanne for introducing me to the drops. So that's my story. And like I said, I didn't think it was a thing until I saw, even more so because when you said this to me, the before and after, I cannot believe. And try the clothes on, the ones that you're tossing away. Don't keep them in a bag. Try the drops, and you will do what my sister did and go, you know what? I got to try this on one more time. And she's like, oh, I can't believe it fits. Well, I can't get rid of that because it was her favorite. So it was a life changer for me. And I am so grateful. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. That's amazing. So much. Yeah, I loved when I saw you send those pictures with the belt
The
because
belt is huge.
I have a similar thing. I talk a lot that I did overtime and the belt at work at the bakery, and the belt was the last hole in the belt was stretched. So it was like two holes. I should have bought a new belt. But so when I saw those about your belt, it was like I just stood out to
It's
me.
huge.
It's huge. So thank you so
Yes.
much for
And thank
sharing.
you again. Yeah. Thank you again to Leanne for reaching out because She didn't know that I was struggling and going, I need to do something, but she made the call and I'm grateful to her.
So for one last question, before, if there's anyone new on the call here or anyone who's going to listen to the recording, how did you, I know now you didn't take that photo, someone else took the photo, but it's important to take these photos now. How do you feel now? Like when you're coaching people or encouraging them, like what would you say? I don't want to take my photo.
You know what? Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it because I'd actually, when we were out entertaining, George was my husband that was taking the photos, and I was just like, oh, I looked at it, and I like, again, it's when you look in the mirror, you just don't notice the weight gain. You don't, but you're feeling sluggish and you're feeling like, oh, you're tired and you have no energy. And this has been a complete game changer. So take the photo because you are going to be so incredibly amazed at what the transition is that you're going to see. And take it and hide it away. Don't share it if you don't want to. Put it away. And then when you've lost the weight and when you have met your goal, you're going to be proud to say, "Oh, look at what I've done. Look at me. Look at what I did. I stuck with it. It works." And then you have the story. You've created a story. So take the photo, tuck it away, and then you will do this because I didn't want to show that photo. I didn't want to show that photo to anybody until I saw that the other photo. So it's okay. Yeah,
Awesome.
grateful.
Thank you so much, Pam. That's amazing. I just thank you so much for coming. I know you weren't nuts about it, but I appreciate this so much. Thank you.
You're
And now you
welcome.
mentioned Leanne. Do you want to say a couple of words for Leanne? Leanne's going to be up next. Do you want to say you want to introduce your friend Leanne?
Leanne, back in the day, actually, what's crazy is that I actually brought Leanne into a company a long time ago. Um, and so there was a bit of a transition and a change in the companies and such, but she's stuck with it and she is a guru on she's my techie girl. She's got, if you need to find something on the computer or anything, she's that girl. But she's stuck with it. She is an incredible lady. I can't even say enough good things about Leanne. And again, I'm grateful. Look what she did. And she showed me what she was doing. And I'm like, I think I can do this. So, Leanne, you're amazing. Thank you.
Thanks, Pam. And you are incredible. So I'm just so happy. I like with seeing those, especially with the belt picture, like that's just unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah. So my journey started, well, when I started taking this seriously was in the spring of 2022. I felt really tired. I was playing pickleball 7 days a week, trying to lose weight, doing a lot of walking, and nothing was budging. So I went to my doctor and she put me on the Macklin diet. It's a diet by a family physician, but you got to count calories. And I have to admit, I suck at doing that. And so I didn't have much success. And you could eat a lot of stuff that actually we boohoo now. There were some processed foods and stuff on that list. So, anyways, I didn't know at the time. So then I also tried Saxenda, which is like Ozempic, but it was daily injections. And I actually lost 20 pounds on that, but I felt quite nauseated the whole time. And so I finally said to my doctor, I can't do this anymore. I'm just feeling sick all the time. It's great I've lost 20 pounds, but I'm just going to have to stop this and see where I go from here. And I promptly gained back that 20 pounds. And then in February 2023, or early March, Debbie Schneider came back from seeing her team in Australia and wanted to do the 28-day challenge with the drops. And so I decided to go all in and came in with a big pack. It was more than the what we call the Brenda pack, because I also had the Optimals and the Rejuvenex. So I took all the products. Like there's 3 months there, but it's actually two 28-day challenges. And I lost 37 pounds, 22.5 inches. Felt like $1,000,000. I was faster on the pickleball courts. I actually had a lot of people say, "What'd you do? Lose 100 pounds?" Which was only 37. But anyways, it's just a whole new energy. And I actually decided to really go gung-ho on the business because of this. And to this day, I still do the shakes. I take Rejuvenex. I absolutely love it, especially before playing pickleball. And it just gives you more, you can concentrate better, more focus, and lots of energy. And, I had other health issues that went along with this weight, such as I had hypertension, hypercholesterolemia. So all of that actually is now within normal range. And what can I say? I mean, this program works. I didn't have to count calories. I just had to eat real food, and I like to cook. So it was great. It was easy for me to do, and I just love the program, and I want everybody to feel as great as I do.
Well, thanks, Leanne. It must be fun to be able to. I'm a sports person too, and must be fun to suddenly have the energy and the moves to suddenly pick up your game big time on the pickleball court, eh? And having people turn their heads because they're like, "Who? What the heck just happened to me?"
Yeah, yeah,
So
it feels great.
awesome! Thank you so much for your share. I appreciate. So we're going to share a little bit more, and then we're gonna get a little bit more into the business side, but just a few more testimonials or a few more examples here. So, and we know these people. So this is Valerie from Vancouver Island, our friend, uh, and she started these back in 2018, right? So this was a 3 month period for her when she was first introduced to them. And again, just you can see the smile on her face. So it's not always about you know it's like confidence, and feeling better for Pam, and then same thing with Leanne, same thing for Valerie, like just the confidence and everything was huge, along with the obvious changes in your weight. Dr. Crystal, again, this is a chiropractor. Dr. Crystal's she does this now, our business now full time, and she shares. So, but back when she was doing the chiropractor days, working hard, and just going from patient to patient, it's not enough time to take a break and eat well, and stress as many business owners have stress, no different for a professional, for a chiropractor or a doctor, right? They got to see people. And so now she's managed to reduce about 160 pounds over several years. This didn't happen overnight. And so she's sharing, just like Leanne wants to share this with people and have everyone feeling well and being their best self. So here's an example of, here's me. So here I did not do what Pam did. I did not want to take the photo at the beginning. So I've already lost, probably, remember I told you my story about the shake? I probably already dropped at least 15 pounds before that first photo. I just was too embarrassed to so kudos to the people, like to Valerie and everyone else that take the photos sooner. I just was too embarrassed to show that beer gut and the bread gut. And so that was mine. So I dropped a total of about 40 pounds of bread and mincemeat tarts, I like to say. And so here, and then also, oops, we don't want to forget about Colleen. And Colleen did again amazing as well. She did the same thing as Leanne, basically trying it a little bit, but not jumping in. And then once she did jump in, though, she had a great transformation. So good though that her husband noticed, and he jumped in as well. So the two of them together have done great. So speaking about the guys, here's Dave, our friend Dave, and he didn't have to lose a lot, but he dropped. He just did this for about a month, and you can see the difference. Just got a little bit of a pouch going on, and at this point, Dave, I believe, was 62 years old, maybe 63, and you can see the after there. You see some rib action there, so pretty amazing. And so you big or small, they work, right? And the thing about the thing I like about it is balancing your body, right? So you balance if you don't, you're not going to lose more than your body needs you to lose, right? So it's amazing. So Richard Tuggle here in the middle, so we can help people with larger amounts if they need to once they balance. And then Reese, I mentioned the fellow who was a little, he called it snake oil and all that. So he's in this picture, I believe it was 65 pounds. I just got to meet Reese in person in Edmonton last weekend. I think Brenda's on the call as well. I believe Brenda was there as well. She got to meet Reese. So very nice gentleman. And he also has decided, like Leanne, after this transformation, he's like, whoa, we got to share this with people. So he's him and his wife are sharing this with people all around the world. Sloan, again, this is her Zoom we're using. We're borrowing her Zoom. So Sloan, amazing numbers. Caroline Kit and Lucy. I think it's Lucy. I always forget her name, but down in California. So again, just amazing transformations. We have Brenda Kershaw. She has, as you can see, 100 pounds. I think she's a little bit over that now, but again, just an amazing transformation. It's taken place starting from October, almost 300 pounds, and just basically she wanted to drop about 30 pounds. She gave herself quite a bit of time. I believe she gave herself till April to lose 30 pounds. But as you can see, in January or April, she released 81, right? So she just stuck to the food plan. She, again, a little bit rough at the beginning, but then she got coached a little bit, and just a bit of a self check, look in the mirror, and just kind of committed. And after the first 2 weeks, then just dove in and just did it, and you can see the results here. So she's very happy as well, and helping a lot of people. So she was in a position where I think she was a hairstylist, so she was able to see people, on a consistent basis, cutting their hair, and people would see her literally shrink before every time they visited her to get their haircut. They'd see her shrink, and they're like, "What are you doing?" Right? So, and that's for her. So she's got a pretty good business going on. So I'll remind myself to talk about her a little bit on how simple this business is if you decide to go that way. And just wanted to I want to thank Cindy. She threw this in for me. I was going to forget, but so coming up, we're almost in the new year already. December already, can't believe it. But the company Partner Co is going to have a body balancing challenge. You can see the dates, January 6th to February 3rd. Okay, so it's a 28-day challenge, and we're going to get a few more details here pretty soon. You can see the entry starts in December 18th. So I think there'll be some cash prizes there that you can see, and we have support set up on WhatsApp. And so if you're interested, please reach out to the person who shared this with you, and maybe put a 1 in the chat right now if you're a guest here and you're maybe potentially interested, and we'll make sure we get you plugged into your person. So there's many ways to get started, many options. So there's packs. There's you can buy single products, but a lot of people will suggest that you do a pack, just very much like a pitcher. If a pitcher just has a fastball and that's it, sometimes it's better to have a fastball, change up, and a curveball, right? So same thing with us. We highly recommend. The pricing is excellent when you combine versus individual, but you also have, it's like Pam sings, right? So Pam would be great by herself, but I think Pam would agree that it would be nice to have a guitar player, maybe nice to have a drummer, right? So nice to have a little bit of a band, and you'd be better together, right, Pam? So
Better together.
there you go. So, and again, thanks, Cindy. Steve, give Cindy a hug for me when you see her. So this is for the US, but I just want to remind us that we have a flash sale coming up for this amazing product that you see in the bottom there, the Canadian market. We're going to find out about our flash sale tomorrow. So stay tuned on the Canada call. So pretty cool. This product was reformulated. So again, this is our company is so amazing. This product came to us and we accepted it into our fold, but we ended up we wanted to reformulate it because we wanted to we are so serious about putting the best products, the best ingredients in. So we were able to take a couple things out and put a couple things in just to make this an amazing, totally clean, 100% awesome product. So CoLab, you can see, our PartnerCo has a lab. So not all companies have this kind of ability to do this kind of stuff. So we can bring amazing products to our company from other companies and improve them if they let us do that. So pretty cool. So lots of people, we've been waiting for this for quite a while. So pretty exciting. So we have a couple options for you. If you are thinking you want to join as a customer, there's a few things you can do. You can just purchase and just pay retail price, just like you're just no different than if you're going to Amazon. You can go here, you can reach out to the person who shared this with you and just buy retail. Okay, so not too many people do that, but we get the odd one. You can also have a subscription that'll save you 15%. Okay, you can also you can buy a membership, just like you would at Costco, and that can get you 15%. So products delivered right to your door. Not at the moment, maybe from Canada Post, but we are still delivering through other companies. They're getting the product to you no problemo. And as you can see, I think you probably get a feel that we have a very supportive, loving community here. We all work together and help each other out, and then you can also get a lot of resources as well, support. Major support when you buy a product from us. You don't just get a product and that's it. When you get a product, you also have a person or multiple people who are going to help and coach you through using that product to get you the success that you're going to get from it. So option two, if you want to become a kind of like a Costco member, and you pay $37.95 Canadian. If you're American on the call, I think it's $29.95, I believe. Then you're going to get a digital toolkit, right? And you will be able to log in and do your own purchasing and all that kind of stuff. And if you decide to, it's kind of the steps moving towards becoming. If you want to maybe get your product paid for, or if you want to maybe start sharing with your friends and helping, just like Pam said. After she went to one event to sing, and people were like, "What did you do?" Right? And the same with Leanne on the pickleball court. She starts racking up the W's, and people are like, "What the heck did you do?" Right? So that's kind of how easy things can start to happen here. So when you decide to have this change, and you can start to have success helping your friends as well. So again, so many things we get office, we get training, mentorship. Our company actually has something really cool called a Bill of Rights. So it protects us from big changes and everything without happening without our consent. So partners like ourselves, many of us on the call are partners. We get a chance to share how we want this to be, right? So it's amazing. That's an amazing gift that we have, the Bill of Rights. So again, we have a share app. So we have so much stuff. It's really easy to share and earn with us. So we're going to switch gears a little bit more business here. So I want to just share that PartnerCo, we can't guarantee you guys that you're going to make a bunch of money. We can support you and help you, but at the end of the day, your success is based on your efforts, just like any other job. I'm sure if Leanne didn't put the effort in the pickleball court, she wouldn't win. If I didn't put the effort into as a supervisor, I wouldn't last very long. So any job is like that. Any business is like that. So it's all depends on the effort you put in and how willing you are to learn. So, but we do have a cool way to start to earn. We have a four pack that's pretty cool that you can purchase now. We didn't have access to 4 packs before, but you have an opportunity to share those, and you can start to earn here. Not too bad. You can start to earn some money. There's 8 different ways. I'm not going to go into all the details on all this. It takes too long. You can ask the person who invited you here. They can tell you, but it's pretty fun to earn different ways. I don't know about you, but I can earn from my salary, and maybe if I'm lucky, I can earn some overtime and maybe a bonus if I'm lucky. But here we get to earn 8 different ways, right? Pretty amazing. We were voted 3 times. We were voted the best compensation plan in the industry. So that's not from us, that's from other people in the industry voting that our plan was the top plan. So once you dig into it, it is pretty special. So the savings bonus, I know, is a huge favorite for a lot of people. But yeah, there's lots of ways to earn early. There's a lot of ways to earn as you grow, and there's obviously good ways to earn, when you're successful and stuff like that. And we end up having a lot of upper leaders that, because there's ways for them to earn, they literally pour into us to help us learn as we start to learn and begin our business as well. So we have a lot of support, even from people that earn quite a bit of money. So it's pretty cool. So here's some simple things that we do to help you if you've never done this before. We have people. I know 70-year-olds. We have a call in the mornings. We have 70-year-olds, and they're sharing on social media. So we have a system, and we use boards. We have a simple system, and we can have you sharing and earning pretty quickly, as long as you're coachable and willing to learn. Like literally, we can have people up and running pretty quick. And we have a media system, 7-day launch. It's 8 weeks, 8-week launch that we have. So you can get started and get rolling here. And again, the person who introduced it to you, and usually a team, will be always there every step of the way to help support you. So once, it doesn't take long. So my journey started, I was again working at the bakery. I was working afternoon shift, and then I was working night shift. And then I'd come home, sleep a little bit, and I'd spend my time at the farm. So I didn't have a lot of time, right? But I still shared occasionally when I could, use social media, and did as best I could to share and help people. And it wasn't maybe 4 years that I'd earned enough kind of air mile points. When you do stuff, it's when you help people, you can earn points as well as you earn cash. So I earned enough points. I got to go on a vacation and kind of had views similar to this. So pretty cool. And I just, I spend most of my time on a tractor. Pam spends most of the time with a microphone singing on stage. I spend most of my time on a orange tractor, playing with the horses and out in the field. And so, but you can still do this, right? So one of our trips, we have a huge trip. So this will be hard for maybe someone just starting out, but someone who's rocking and rolling. Bali is a kind of our global trip. That's coming up in 2025. But the one that a lot of us can reach, and this is the one I did in 2023, wasn't Punta Cana. I got to go to Puerto Vallarta, but Dominican Republic, Punta Cana. So a lot of us are very excited. There's several people that have already earned this vacation already, and very excited to go. So this is part of the lifestyle that we do. So besides these big trips, though, we also do things. A bunch of us were just in Edmonton. A lot of us go to Orlando. This year, our conference will be in Dallas. So we get together a lot. It's so much fun. And so I think we're pretty much wrapping up here. So I just want to have you really consider, if you're thinking about your wellness, where you're thinking about, maybe you'd love to see, an extra income stream pop in your house to help out with life these days. Or just, some people just want to be around like fun, positive people. And we definitely, fill that bill in a freaking major way. We all get together and we have a blast. I can guarantee you that. And so we would love for you to partner with us and imagine getting paid to help people achieve the life, body, and business that they love. So it's just so amazing to do that. I think we're at the end. So our vision basically is we'd love to see people transformed, our world transformed into just a happier, healthier place, just kind of one person at a time, right? And or maybe two or three at a time. So we're really building now, and it's really a lot of fun. So reach out. I'm going to wrap this up, and reach out to the person who invited you, and have them and thank them as well. Thank the person who invited you to watch this, because they really care about you, and this could change your life, or maybe to change the life of someone in your family, and make a big difference. So anyways, that's about it. Did I stop recording? Okay, so I'm going to stop recording. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Welcome.
Russell. That was
Thank
great.
you.